Welcome, everyone. This is a yoga class that is dedicated to finding support. Um, we use a lot of props in a yoga class, but sometimes people are reluctant to use them. I've never really understood why, because they can help you move deeper into your poses. I got the idea for this class when I took a workshop that was all about using these straps, blocks, and pillows for support. And after going through an entire class of this, I started thinking how connected I felt, not only to my body, but to the surroundings that I was in afterwards. And how else might we feel connected if we asked for support in every other facet of our lives? So we're doing this today, yoga with supports, props, if you will, to help us consider how finding support in all areas of our life can help us lead just a more nuanced, fuller, richer life. We're going to begin, as we almost always do, with the breath. I'm so sorry. Hold on one second. This is not going to work. He's 10 months old. um, anyway, if you have a pillow handy, go ahead and grab a pillow and just place it on your lap. I have a couple of, Seamus, come on. I have a couple of yoga blocks by my feet, and you'll see them. I've got them both on like they're mid-level. And I'm just going to put one foot on either side. I'm not going to squeeze them too much, but it's a good way to make sure my knees aren't falling out to the side. So it's a little bit of feedback. The pillow is on my lap, and I want it up close to my belly. So now that we're set up, just start to breathe the way you normally do, or just become aware of how you're breathing right now. In through your nose and out through your nose. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to manipulate your breath at all. Just allow it to happen. You could always close your eyes if you wanted to. And then when you feel ready, start to drape yourself over your pillow. So make sure it's kind of right up against you, and then lean over it. Now, lucky for us, we have our blocks here. You can always put your hands on the blocks. You can grab your ankles or the legs of your chair. But begin to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. So a couple things are happening here. We're bent over, so the belly is against the pillow. Your breath is only going to go so far because the pillow's there to stop it. This will allow your breath to deepen into your side ribs and maybe even around to your low back. So we're going to spend a little bit of time here allowing that breath to become full and round. It's this circular breath. Imagine the whole middle of your body kind of expanding, almost like a blood pressure cuff, and then coming back to where you began. In through your nose, out through your nose. This is your yoga breath. Nice, full, diaphragmatic breath. And the easiest way to get there is to lean on a pillow. You can do it seated. You can also place a pillow under your belly if you're laying down, face down on the floor or in bed. Slow your breath down. If you haven't already and it feels accessible to you, you can release your neck, let the head get heavy. And while we're here in this quieter position, if you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, then you can take a few moments and do that now. And then letting that go. If your head is kind of dangling down on your next inhale, lift the back of your head so it's in line with the spine. And then walk your hands all the way up your legs to come all the way back up to sitting. So we're going to put the pillow off to the side. We'll use it again, but we don't have to worry about it now. My blocks are the same. I haven't moved them. So I've got them on their medium level, kind of up on their sides. You can keep them here or you can bring them so that they're on the lowest level. It's up to you. Everybody's different. But we're going to be moving the blocks around, so they won't stay in the same position the whole time. So wherever you've decided your blocks should be, you can hang on to the sides of your chair and put your feet on top of them, the soles of your feet. And this brings a little bit of engagement to your frontal hip flexors. You can even take your peace sign fingers and kind of stick them in there where the hip and thigh meet. And you'll feel how they're engaged, just slightly. Hands can come down by the sides of your chair if you'd like to, but make sure the insides of your feet are together and just start to let your knees come apart and then pull them back in. Knees come apart and pull them back in. So this is sometimes called a butterfly pose, I think for obvious reasons. Maybe inhale as the knees come out and then exhale as the knees come in. So those pelvic floor muscles are what's pulling the knees in. We're going to try not to work the quads too much. It's the pelvic floor muscles, those lowest ones, that pull them in. So even if you can't feel that happening, imagine that it is. And that'll set up some neuroplasticity. Your brain will find a workaround to make sure that happens because our brain believes what we tell it. So tell it something good. The next time that your knees are apart, we're going to keep them there. Hold on to the chair if you need to, and then slide the soles of your feet together. So you have an option here. You can stay like this, or you can take the back of your arms and place them on the inside of your knees, and the gentlest pressure, press them open, maybe slightly more. So we've got the toes, the ball of the foot, and the heels are together. Take a breath. Let it go with a sigh. Breathe in. Let it go with a sigh. One more breath. And let it go. Continue breathing just as you normally would. Let your belly get nice and soft and round. See if you can feel that full breath. It might not feel as full as when we had the pillow to help us, but try to mimic that breath, feeling it go into your side ribs. If you've closed your eyes, blink them open. And then place your hands on the outside of your knees and gently pull them together. Step off of the blocks. And we're just going to find our posture here. We've got a foot on either side of the block. And we're going to squeeze the blocks, but we're not going to squeeze them so our knees go in. We're going to think about squeezing them from the outside of the calves, not the inside of the legs. So it's a really subtle squeeze. So insides of the feet against the blocks, think about engaging the outer calf muscles and really gently placing pressure against the block. And then lift up, maybe even lift up through the side body. You can kind of, stretch from side to side a little bit. Lift up through the sternum. The shoulders come up towards the ears. Squeeze them back. Let them roll down. Make sure the chin is parallel to the floor. And then send the chin back a little, half an inch or so that the back of your head is in line with your spine. Let the arms drop if it feels okay to you. And if you want to, you can shift your hands so that the palms turn forward or not, whatever feels best. And breathe. In through your nose and out through your nose. Take one last breath here. And at the end of that exhale, just start to wiggle your fingers and then shake your arms. Step your feet a little bit away from the block. And we're going to turn the blocks down to their lowest level. So you can either do that with your feet or you can bend down. And then press them away as you scoot your way towards the top of the chair. So like the top third of the chair. And we want these blocks about a leg length away. So you can scoot them away so that your legs are straight. And then grab your yoga strap or a TheraBand. I have both here. I'm going to use both, but either one will do. From here, we're going to start to work the back of the leg with a hamstring stretch. So lift the leg and place your heel on top of the block. And you can just put your strap around your neck. So we're going to stay here. Toes lift up towards the ceiling, or again, imagine that they are. You might be able to see some wrinkles in the front of your ankle or not. Hang on to the chair and turn the toes out towards the side and then come back up. Turn them out to the side and come back up. And keep doing that. So we kind of shift that stretch from the hamstring to the IT band, maybe a little bit. One more. And then with the toes pointed up, stay there. Press down slightly with the opposite foot. Take your strap and kind of lasso your foot. So we're going to stay away from the arch. You can put it up just under the ball of the foot or even down by the heel, whatever feels best for you. But holding on to a strap in each hand, take a breath in, and then pull the strap towards you as you lean forward, keeping a flat-ish back. If you feel like you're tucking your tail on the chair, untuck it. We spend too much time tucking our tails, and our tailbone was not meant to be a weight-bearing bone. Pay attention to this knee. I have a tendency to let it fall out, bring it in, even if that means putting your hand there. Take a breath in and let that go. Breathe in. Breathe out one. Breathe in. Breathe out two. Breathe in. Breathe out three. I have my right foot on the block, so I'm going to switch the straps to my opposite hand. So my left hand grabs both sides of the strap, right hand on my hip, and I'm going to take a little bit of a twist towards the right and then come back. Starting to get some rotation in the rib cage, twist and come back. It doesn't have to be very far. It's just a tiny movement. Inhaling as you come back and exhaling into your twist. You can continue here. Exhaling as you twist, inhaling as you spin forward. Let's do two more. And then the next time you come back forward, just take the strap off of your foot, put it back around your shoulders or any place within grabbing distance. Hold on to the chair and see if you can put the other foot on the block and then bring this one back. So the toes are pointing up. This time it's my left foot. And I'm making sure that this right knee isn't falling off to the side. I'm pressing down with that foot. And I'm trying to maybe bring the toes closer to the shin. And I'm also imagining that those toes are touching the shin. Now, of course, they never will, but your brain doesn't know that. It'll find a pathway to help get it closer over time. And also, I want to point out, this happens a lot, and I always have to correct myself. If you see that your foot is kind of, the outside edge is pushing forward and the inside edge is coming towards you, then push your inside edge of your foot forward. This happens a lot. We get this kind of cashew or kidney shape to our foot. Push the arch of the foot forward. You're going to stay here for a few breaths. And then start to shift the toes out to the side and then up, out to the side and then up. Be aware of the support under your foot. The block is part of the pose. And it's helping to create a little bit more engagement in our hip flexor. It's supporting the hip flexor, especially as we rotate externally and then back to center. Let's do one more. Stay here. Check your foot. Does it look like a cashew? Is your knee splayed out? Bring it back in. Take your strap, your TheraBand, your belt, whatever you have, and lasso your foot. Try to stay away from the very center of your foot. A strap on each side and each hand. Take a breath. And as you exhale, fold slightly forward, not too much. You'll feel that stretch deepen behind your leg. Keep pressing down with this right foot. Gently. We don't have to do anything extreme. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Pushing the inside of the foot towards the front of the room. And then we're going to put both straps in your opposite hand. So I have my left foot on the block. It's my right hand holding the straps. My left hand shifts to my hip. And we're going to start those twists, those little pulsing twists. So take a breath here. And as you exhale, twist slightly to the left. Inhale back. Exhale, twist. Inhale back. Exhale, twist. Inhale back. And then at your own pace, continue. We're not trying to reach a certain number. We're just bringing that sense of rotation to your rib cage, introducing it to this movement because we're going to use it later. Let's do one more. And when you come back to center, let's put the straps in both hands again and just move the right strap kind of out of the way. So bring it out to the side because we're going to step through, but only if it feels stable to you. So press the left foot down into the block, put the right heel on the block, and pull the strap towards you. It's your option here to lean forward if you'd like to or not. How do your feet look? Make sure the arch of the foot, that inside edge of the foot, is pressing forwards. Take a breath. You can let it go in any way you want, with a sigh, with a hiss, with a shush. If you haven't leaned forward already and you'd like to give it a try, lean forward just a bit. Just enough so that you feel a little bit deeper stretch behind your legs. Take a breath. And inhale, come all the way back up. We're going to take the strap away, and feet come off, and either put one on a foot on each side of the blocks and scoot them back, or you'll reach back and get them. And we're going to leave them just like this. Bring them kind of a little bit closer to your chair, but you know, everyone's different and you might have to move them. So from here, let's stay at about the top third of our chair, knowing that you may have to make some adjustments as we go. We're going to begin to move into some warrior poses with your strap, and the block will assist our knee. So from here, just have your strap ready. You can toe heel the right foot over so that the knee points over towards the right, or you can pick your leg up, whatever works. I'm going to actually, I'll use a TheraBand this time. So if you're using a TheraBand, you'll be able to see how both of them work. Right foot points to the right, and then we're going to turn to face this right knee and bring this left knee down. So my blocks are not close enough. Let me move them closer. So I have this extension from my hip to my knee. The toes can be tucked or untucked. Bring your strap, your belt, your TheraBand, so that it's a little bit wider than your shoulders. And bring a little tension to it. So pull it apart a little bit. Even if it's something that doesn't give, like a TheraBand, you can still pull it apart with tension. Press your feet down. And on your next inhale, lift the arms up only as far as feels comfortable. This is a warrior one variation. Knee down. Breathe in. Breathe out one. Breathe in. Breathe out two. Breathe in. Breathe out three. Breathe in. Breathe out four. Last breath. Breathe out five. Stay here. Lower the arms all the way down, and then place them on the chair, because we're going to step this, get my pillow out of the way, back leg back. And you can turn the heel down if you'd like to. Spin to face the front of the room, and bring your arms a little bit wider. You may have to adjust this. Inhale, the arms come up, strap is really wide. And then as you exhale, you can stay here, or you can bring the strap just behind your head. Straighten your arms for warrior two. Look at your wrists. If the knuckles are pointing up, bring the knuckles down so the knuckles are pointing to the front and or the sides of your room. Turn to look over those right knuckle tips. Become aware of your feet on the floor. Tuck your tailbone slightly, very slightly, and breathe. In through your nose and out through your nose. Allow your thoughts to settle. On your next inhale, stay where you are, but look forward. And as you lift the top arm, the back hand comes to the back of your thigh. And lean in towards that back leg. You can look up towards the ceiling, towards your right hand. So we're not going to hold this one for as long. Inhale back to your warrior two and bring the strap up and over. So we'll do the whole thing again on the other side. Place your hands on your chair and shift your seat. So now our left leg is already kind of halfway to where we need it to be. We're going to point it towards the left and bring the right knee down this time. That said, you might have very long legs and your knee might reach the floor without a block. You may have very short legs and you might need to double up the blocks. So we're back with our strap or our band or our belt. Bring it up, wider than your shoulders. Press the feet down, top of the foot, or tuck the toes. And on your inhale, lift. Breathe in. Breathe out one. Breathe in. Breathe out two. Breathe in. Breathe out three. Breathe in. Breathe out four. Breathe in. Breathe out five. On that exhale, lower your band down so that you can move into the warrior two legs. Take some time to make sure you're comfortable on your chair. And once you are, pick up your band, spin towards the center, and then move your hands down farther so they're nice and wide. Pull the band apart or the strap, lift the arms up, and then bring them down and straighten the arms. Again, are your knuckles facing up? Bring palms down, knuckles forward, and pressing into the strap. Look over the left knuckle tips and breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Feeling your feet on the floor connected. The strap helping to strengthen your arms in this pose. Find your breath. At the end of your next exhale, start to let your right hand drift down towards the back of your right thigh as the left arm lifts, looking up towards that left fist or the ceiling, or straight if that is too much on your neck. Your next inhale, come all the way back. Lift the strap up and over. You can kind of toss that to the side. We're done with that. And come back to center. Pick up one block. The other block is between your feet. We're going to keep our feet on either side of this block. And you can just place it on your lap for just a moment. We're just going to take a moment here to kind of reset from that movement. So take a breath in. Let it go with a shushing sound. Shh. We'll do two more. Breathe in. When you're ready, let it go. Last one. At your own pace. Breathe. Let it go when it's ready for you. Pick up the block and hold the short sides. And then turn it so that it's nice and flat. Press it in front of you and twist to the right. Squeezing the block and twisting, and you'll feel that engagement. Your feet are gently pressed against the long edges of your block. As you inhale, pull that block towards your chest and exhale, press it out. Inhale, pull it in. And exhale, press it out. Breathe in, pull it close. Let it go. Press it out. Do two more at your own pace. With your arms outstretched, come all the way back to center and place the block back on your lap. Take your left forearm and lean it on the block. Your right hand can come behind your head, your shoulder, or your hip. On your inhale, open up wide and exhale. Bring the elbow down to just point forward, point down, or touch the block, or maybe even cross over and touch the other side of the block. Breathe in. See if you can get a nice full open twist. And as you exhale, twist back and tap. We'll do a few more. So this is our fullest, deepest twist of the practice so far. Let's do one more, either complete where you are or do one more. Come all the way back up, and we'll do the other side. Reestablish your feet against the block. It's easy to lose that. Grab the block on the short sides, flip it down so that the large flat part is forward, and press it forward. Squeeze the sides of the block. You're going to feel that in your pectoral muscles, these muscles here, which are really important for shoulder stability, posture. It helps you stand upright. On your next exhale, twist over towards the left without losing the engagement of your feet on the blocks. Inhale, pull the block toward you, and exhale, extend. Breathe in. Breathe out one. Breathe in, pulling in. Breathe out two, extend. Keep pressing the block gently. Breathe in. Breathe out three. Breathe in. Breathe out four. Last one, your own pace. Once your arms are outstretched, keep them there, but turn back to the center and bring the block down. Right forearm this time comes up onto the block. You may have to shift it a little bit on your lap. Decide where this hand is going to go. Maybe it stays at the shoulder, back of the head, or the hip. So I'm going to put mine on my shoulder this time. Take a breath in as you twist open. See if using that block as a little bit of resistance helps you find freedom when you're not using it. As you exhale, bring that elbow so that it's facing forward, point it down. You can tap the outside of the block or twist even more to tap the opposite edge. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Do one more or finish up where you are. And then come back to center. With the block on your lap, just place your hands on top and bring a little bit of sway to your spine. Come back to center, pick up the block. So our feet are still gently squeezing that bottom block. And place the block at the side of your chair, the right side. Hold on to the left side of your chair and reach down so that your hand, either the fist comes down, the fingertips, or maybe the palm comes down, up to you. I'm going to use my fist. You can stay here. Make sure you're not falling off your sitting bones. If you are, then forget the block and just bring your hand up or use two blocks, one on top of the other. Inhale, the opposite arm comes up. You can bend the elbow, stay here, or send it over your head. Breathe. And then come all the way back and straighten your spine. Before you do that, pick up the block, other side. Place it down on the floor, and then your hand finds the block, or you use another block on top. Make sure both sitting bones are on your chair. Bring the right arm out and maybe bend that arm, stay there, or begin to lift it up and maybe send it over, bicep by the ear. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, or with a sigh, whatever feels better for you. And then on your next inhale, come all the way back up. And you can leave the block there. We don't need it. We're done with that. Make sure to grab your pillow. So and just put it on your lap. So we are back where we began. Actually, we will need that other block. Place it down next to the other one. And let's bring our feet up and bring them close together. So our blocks are lower than when we did this the first time. But scooch so that you're more towards the end of your chair. So the top third and maybe even the top quarter. So maybe your knees are a little bit over your ankles. Pillow is on your lap. You can grab onto the sides if you'd like to, but let's just separate our knees. And our feet, there's some space between them. So scooch them together. So here's your butterfly pose. A little bit more, a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper extension on the knees, more width. The pillow is right where we want it. And breathe in this upright position into the pillow. So we have some space in the belly and in the hips. We've widened our hips so that breath can really expand. Close your eyes if that feels okay. And of course, if you'd like to hang on to the edge of your chair, go ahead and do that. So you have two options here. You can scooch back just a little bit because we're going to be folding forward. So I don't want anyone to topple over, and I don't want to topple over either. Pull that pillow close to your belly and fold yourself over it with these wide knees. So if that doesn't feel good, the other option is take your feet off the blocks. And if you want to, heels against the block, toes out, and fold over. And make yourself comfortable on your chair. So that may mean lifting your seat up and moving it back or forward. If you don't like the toes out, bring the toes back in. This is your customizable forward fold. But we're going to relax into this. So again, if you'd like to release your neck and let your head get heavy, let your arms dangle, if all of this feels like it's available to you and that you feel safe in it, then go ahead. Otherwise, just do what feels comfortable and wise. As much as you can, allow yourself to melt into the pose. Feel the belly pressing into the pillow, the side ribs widening. Maybe you can feel that breath go all around to the lower back. And when you're ready, just begin to bring some awareness back into your breath. Notice how it feels coming into your nose and exiting your nose. Either with your hands on the sides of the chair or your hands on the front of your shins, walk yourself back up. And then press yourself, shift your seat towards the back of the chair. And you can bring your feet up on the blocks if you'd like to. Allow your back to be supported by the chair without slumping into it. So we still want this nice open space in our diaphragm so that our breath feels full. Resist the urge to let the knees kind of splay out to the side. And if that means taking your pillow and squeezing your pillow a bit, then that's fine. That's preferable. Hands can be on your lap, on top of your thighs, or hanging down. But if it feels okay to close your eyes, then just allow your eyes to become heavy, to soften and to close, or to cast your gaze toward the floor. And let's take a moment to feel the support that we have. So, in the most obvious sense, that's the chair. Feel your seat on the chair, whatever part of your thighs are touching the chair seat. Feel the pillow on your lap or between your knees. And allow yourself to really feel the soles of your feet on your blocks. And all of these things, the chair, the blocks, the pillow, are providing support. They're all rising up to meet you where you are. Let your awareness drift down to the support beneath the chair, to the floor, to the subfloor, to any structural beams below that, all the way down to the basement or cement pad if your house doesn't have a basement. All of those things supporting you, rising up to meet you. The support is always there. So, with that supportive place that we find ourselves in, draw your attention and your awareness back inside to the interior support that you have with your yoga practice. Imagine that support as a golden light in your toes and the soles of your feet, the top of your feet, your heels and ankles, with a warm golden light spreading up to your calves and shins, all around your knees and your thighs, your hip bones, your pelvis flooded with light as it travels up the abdomen, the rib cage, into the arms and shoulders. Everything golden, everything warm, spreading into your neck and your jaw. Release your jaw. Let all the muscles in your face get heavy as that light spreads the back of the skull, the top of your head. And if you set an intention for your practice today, you can take a moment and recall it now. And of course, you could stay here as long as you like. But if you're ready to bring your practice to a close, bring your hands together at heart center and bring your fingertips to your forehead. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace for the mind, peace for the body, and peace for the spirit. And taking a small bow forward, thank you for sharing your yoga practice with me today.